Okay, serious question. How many of you like school? Assuming this is not simply due to the fact that school requires the actual effort be put into something, such as studying, it's not surprising to me that many people today dislike school. Some history may be able to show why this was not always the case. School became mandatory in 1852 in the United States and has grown exponentially ever since. But when it started, it was a place where people who actually wanted to learn would go to expand their knowledge. Students actually looked forward to learning, believe it or not. So why has this changed? Well, recently, there's been a large push to change the focus of learning institutions, such as the one we're in right now, to solely preparing students for the workforce. This is a very dangerous proposition. If all colleges and universities change their priorities from encouraging learning and creativity to solely preparing students to perform specific tasks for the rest of their lives, then this decrease in interest in school will further, and nearly all true learning will disappear. Instead of falling deeper into this trap, learning institutions should remember their roots and strive to create new research, curious students, and advancements in existing areas of study. Albert Einstein, arguably one of the most intelligent and influential minds to walk our earth since the time of Isaac Newton, once said that the value of a college education is not the learning of many facts, but the training of the mind to think. Einstein saw the direction that college education was taking and was scared about where it would lead. The reason that so many students today dislike school is because they are forced to learn about things that they aren't interested in and are told to suffer through it because it will help them land jobs in the future. When how much learning truly goes on this way? In an article published in November of 2013, Annie Murphy Paul said that when students are interested in what they are learning, they pay closer attention, process information more efficiently, engage in critical thinking, and focus more on the underlying concepts of information rather than simply trying to memorize facts in order to help them get by. Which clearly shows that if given the chance to learn about something that they're interested in, students will become active learners and again begin to enjoy learning. Proponents of preparing students for the workforce will argue that universities should do so that the world as we know may continue. In other words, so that material goods may continue to be produced and there is still a supply of people to fill all the jobs that are necessary on a day-to-day basis. But this argument has two things wrong with it. For one thing, this argument assumes that after learning about things they're interested in, students will not enter the workforce. This assumption is simply not a reality. The natural progression of learning is to learn something and then go on to practice it in real-life situations. The only difference being that those who learn and then go on to practice things they're actually interested in will be better at it than those who learn simply in order to land a job. The other thing that is wrong with this argument is that past experience shows us that preparing students for the workforce is not always what's actually best for the workforce. For example, if Steve Jobs had been simply prepared for the workforce in school instead of taught to inquire into things that he was interested in and to forge his own path, we wouldn't have iPhones or Mac computers today, which are two of the most widely owned products in the United States today, and is the reason that over 600,000 people have jobs right now. So, teaching students about what they're interested in and encouraging creativity can actually be more helpful to the world and therefore the workforce than simply preparing students for the workforce. Thank you.